Hey guys, here we are for round two. Um, Back to the basics, basically how to survive here in Infestation. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about how to play. Now that we've made it into a server, let's go over the general interface right here. Basically, we'll start in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can basically see that there is a food icon that looks like a fork and a knife, and there's a little meter that is in all white that fills up to the top, and then on the right of that is a little icon that looks like a beverage with a little water droplet, and you can see that that meter is halfway full. Both these indicators represent our hunger and our thirst in game, which are just survival attributes. And then in the direct center of that is what's called our paper doll, which represents our health right there. As you can see, I'm standing at about 40% health right now. If you look above that, we have the chat box. Chat box here is where you'll see all messages on the server. You can type in it as simply as just pressing the enter key, typing a message, and then pressing enter, and you will see in proximity that you've typed a message. If you wanted to talk in global, you could do this by pressing F2. Clan, you could press F3, or group, you could press F4. Of course, if you want to go back, you can always just press F1 and you can return to proximity. The F1 through 4 keys correspond with the various chat channels. So hopefully that's nice and simple. Moving on, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are your hotkey bars, with 1 being your primary slot, where you can assign anything ranging from a general shotgun all the way up to a sniper rifle, machine gun, submachine gun, assault rifle. Those are your primary slots. The number 2, represented by the 2 on your keyboard as well, is your secondary slot. And in your secondary slot, you can have either a nail gun, which is a secondary, or a melee weapon, which I do not have right now. But basically, it is your handgun slot or your melee slot. The nail gun counts as a handgun. So let's go ahead and take a weapon right now, and we'll end up putting it in a slot here in a second. But I'm going to go over these 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th slots as well. The 3, 4, 5, and 6, they can be assigned anything. You could even put a backpack on it, although it would not have use, because backpack is for changing the backpack, which we'll cover here shortly. But basically, I like to put medical supplies on them. You can put your binoculars, and the way you access these is just by pressing those numbers on your keyboard. And of course, these can be rebound by changing your keybinds, which is covered in a different video. But you can go between them, and these help you navigate through anything that you've put on your hotbar. Once you put an item on your hotbar, if it has a use, like say a consumable like an antibiotic, I can press that twice, or a single click of the mouse, which will cause my character to consume one of the antibiotics, which will then heal me. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner, I've gone up in health, and I've also incurred a cooldown on these abilities, because you can only use a medical item every so often. So let's try taking a bandage out, and we'll just left click. You'll see we've incurred a 5-second cooldown, which covers all of our consumables. We cannot use another in that time, and then we gained a little bit of healing from a bandage. Now, a bandage can also be used to stop bleeding, which you'll end up learning about more in a later tutorial video. So let's continue on down, and then we finally have painkillers, which is just another type of consumable healing. And there we go. We are now at full health. And our character is now just a little bit thirsty and looks to be nearly full hunger. And so now that we've explained the interface a little bit to you here, let's go over the inventory, which can be accessed by just pressing I. So here in the inventory section, basically we'll go over everything from backpack to weight that the backpack can carry, to how much weight is currently in your inventory, and then basically we've got the day of the game, April 14th, 2044. It is currently 8:30 in the afternoon, and the server name that we are on is artbot.exe3. That's basically what you can see here, and then you have your character name, your title, and then how long your character has been alive and actually playing the game. If you die, this does not reset. This is just total time played for your character. Basically here we've got the inventory, as you can see, and items in the inventory can be moved around simply just by clicking on them with left click and then dragged to the slot that you would like, and it will move accordingly. Right here we have an attachment, so I'll show you how to attach a weapon just as soon as we take some ammo out of this M4 Semi and place it into the Sig Sauer. So if you've found a weapon in game, you can see how many bullets are in it and what type of weapon, if it has ammo or not, and you can then end up pulling the ammo out if they use similar ammunition. Both these weapons use Stenag 30. I know the Sig Sauer also uses Stenag 30. So we will end up putting that onto our main slot 1, which will cause our character to then take a hold of it, and then we will let's put the nail gun on number 2. Let's then remove ammo from this gun, and remove ammo from here just by clicking unload clip, nice and simple, and then right clicking between them and stacking the clips, which will create a clip that has 19 mags, or 19 bullets, and 30 bullets. And then attaching that to our Sig Sauer, which now has no ammo, is just as simple as right clicking and clicking attach. So now we've got ammo for our gun and the sun is setting, so let's move into town now that we've basically covered the basics of inventory management a little bit, and loading ammo into a gun and equipping weapons. Hopefully we'll find a melee weapon in here. But let's end up walking into town. Once we start walking along, you'll see that you can walk with W, A, S, and D. These move around, as well as the shift key, which will sprint. And if you would like to auto run, you can press the numlock key and you will automatically run along. Now we're going to be coming up on some zombies really quickly, so I'm going to show you how they work really quick as we make our little quick quest to the market and conclude this video. So let's end up walking over here. Be careful, zombies are dangerous. They can hit you and infect you, which will cause your character to bleed or potentially gain the zombie virus, which then you'll need a vaccine. Let's just walk right through here. We'll try and sneak on by these zombies. Climb over this fence. We'll make it into the market before night sets in, and I'll show you how to consume some liquid. Maybe even some food. Get those status effects. We're going to shoot the zombie in the head, because that's the best way to kill zombies and the only way that they take damage. So we're going to come in here, make sure there's no zombies. Up, another zombie. Shoot it in the head with our nail gun. And then we can go and check for items briefly. So if we come over here, it looks like we found something, a chocolate bar. Now if we just hold E, we can loot that item. Let's come over here and loot another item. Just hold E. Can of pasta. Alright, looks like 2 foods and mini saints. Just hold the E again. That looks like all that's left here for us. Now you can see our status symbols in the bottom left. Let's see if we can affect those at all by eating some of these items that we just got. So let's eat the chocolate bar. Looks like we just got food. It looks like we're nearly full on food, if not full. Try eating the pasta as well. Pasta looks to have filled up our food as well, and it looks to be maxed. Let's try eating some mini saints. We gained a little bit of beverage back, but overall we did not end up getting enough liquids back. So it looks like we're gonna have to go to the next town and look for some liquids there, but hopefully this little tutorial has helped you in learning how to play Infestation, and we covered some of the basics, and you have a better understanding of the UI and how it's function and general inventory management for your character. So thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Adam Skidmore, or you might know me as Artemis Knives. So enjoy.